ॐ वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तस्य तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधाति भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावः दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरननदी कैवर्तकः केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटम् नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितम् लोके सज्जन षट्पदैरहरगः पीयमानं मुदा भूयात् भारत पंकजं कलिमल प्रध्वंसि न श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपात्तमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः शृण्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। श्रीभगवानुवाच
श्रीभगवानुवाच
प्रजहाति यदा कामान्
प्रजहाति यदा कामान्
सर्वान् पार्थमनोगतान्
सर्वान् पार्थमनोगतान्
आत्मन्येवात्मना तुष्टः
आत्मन्येवात्मना तुष्टः
स्थितप्रज्ञस्तदोच्यते
स्थितप्रज्ञस्तदोच्यते
दुःखेष्वनुद्विग्नमनाः
दुःखेष्वनुद्विग्नमनाः
सुखेषु विगतस्पृहः
सुखेषु विगतस्पृशः
वीतरागभयक्रोधः
वीतरागभयक्रोधः
स्थितधीर्मुनिरुच्यते
स्थितधीर्मुनिरुच्यते
यः सर्वत्रानभिस्नेहः
सर्वानभिस्नेहः
तत्तत्प्राप्य शुभाशुभम् नाभिनन्दति न द्वेष्टि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता The shloka we have seen. Tasya prajna pratishtita tasya. Yasya yaha sarvatra. Sarvatra everywhere. With reference to every situation. With reference to every object. Every person. Sarvatra. Anabhisnekaha. Nanj. Na abhisnekaha, anabhisnekaha, nanj, bhagubrigi. Yaha sarvatra anabhisnekaha. Na abhisnekaha, yaha shubham prapya, shubham prapya na abhinandati. Na santushtaha bhavati. Ashubham prapya na dveshti. Na nindati. Shubham prapya na dveshti. So therefore, samatvam sukha dukhe same krutva labha labho jaya jayo tasmad udyastasam. In Gita we have seen sukha, dukkha, labha, alabha, jaya, ajaya. With reference to all these pairs of opposites, the one who has got samatva buddhi. Samatva buddhi means accepting as it comes. Not that samatva means not that you look upon the sukhanubhava, dukkhanubhava as same. The experiences are not same. How can they be same? The experiences being different. Samatva means they are not equating. Dukkha anubhava is not equal to dukkha anubhava. Sukha and dukkha both are different anubhavas. They are not equal. But with reference to the anubhava, whether it is sukham or dukkha, the person has got samatvam, has got the steadiness of the mind, not carried over by the favorable condition or not depressed by unfavorable conditions, the situations. Therefore, it doesn't rejoice. Na abhinandati, na dveshti api also. It doesn't hate when something unfavorable, undesired happens. Tasya prajna pratishtita. His prajna, his knowledge is said to be well established. His knowledge is steady. He is a person of knowledge. He is a jnani. Iti, Bhagavan Krishna says. Then the Bhashya we have seen, we can read the Bhashya. Yaha sarvatra iti.
Yaha sarvatra
iti.
Yaha munihi.
Yaha
Yaha
munihi.
munihi.
Sarvatra.
Sarvatra.
Deha jivitadishu api.
Deha jivitadishu api.
Anabhisnegaha.
Anabhisneha.
Abhisnehavarjitaha.
Abhisnehavarjitaha.
Tattat prapya shubhashubham.
Tatprapya shubhashubham.
Tattat shubham ashubham va labdva.
Tatshubham ashubham va labdva.
Nabhinandati nadveshti.
Nabhinandati na dveshti.
Shubham prapya na tushyati na hrishyati.
Shubham prapya na tushyati na dushyati.
Ashubham cha prapya na dveshti ityartah.
Ashubham cha prapya na dveshti ityartah.
So yaha kaha munihi. Munihi muninam prajna pratishtita. Munehe prajna pratishtha. Yasya munihi. Kaha yaha munihi. Yaha munihi. Munihi, the word here, it's a right word. Munihi, because munihi is mananashilaha munihi. The one who has done mananam, who is contemplative. So therefore his prajna is pratishtita. He has done shravanam, mananam and nididhyasanam. Therefore he is free from all the samshaya, all the doubts, prameya shanka, pramana shanka, all the shanka, the doubts with regard to the pramana, prameya. Pramana means shastram. So he has got conviction in shastram. Shastram as a pramana. Not questioning about the shastram. Understood what shastram is. Similarly, what the shastram reveals with reference to the prameya, vishaya also. Shastram doesn't talk about something which doesn't exist. It talks about that satya vastu. So there is no prameya shanka also. So he is free from all the possible doubts. The doubts could be possible because of the different matas, the different views that were existing, that are existing. The different matas, different opinions. Different opinions, different matas, different views, different darshanams are there. So therefore, people who advocate a particular darshanam, they will have a particular specific view towards the Jagat, towards the Jiva, towards the Ishvara. So all the possible doubts have been cleared now. So there is no doubt in the person. There is no samshaya. Now, after the removal of samshaya through mananam, what is left out is the still some mistakes will be left out. The mistakes because of the habitual mistakes, habitual errors. It is because of the vasanas that have been carrying for a long time by the person. The person has been living with that vasana, that samskara, the particular vasana, the samskara. So that can create problem in jnana nishta. Therefore, nididhyasanam. Therefore, prajna, when we say, tasya prajna pratishtita, nishta, when we say, the person is free from even that errors, that habitual mistakes. When he is free from even from that habitual mistakes, the habitual errors, that is, he has done nididhyasanam, tasya prajna pratishtita. Therefore, munihi iti. And that munihi with reference to deha jivita dishu api, deha body. Jivita is the life. So adishu means from adishu padat we can bring all the other things, the body, the life, the whatever he possesses in terms of people or things, everything. Deha jivitadishu api anabhisnegaha. Na abhisnegaha, anabhisnegaha, abhisnega varjitaha, free from abhisnega, free from sneha. Snig dhatu. Snig means the love. Sneha, the love. Abhisnegaha. Abhisnegaha, na abhisnegaha, anabhisnegaha. So here, anabhisnegaha means, abhisnegaha means love, excessive love, too much attachment, abhimana. Anabhisnegaha is, there is no abhimana varjitaha. With reference to what? With reference to deha, the body, with reference to one's possession. So, agankara mamakara varjitaha ityartaha. Anabhimanaha. There is no abhimana for that person. There is no wrong identification of Atma with this shariram or that which are connected to this shariram. Connected to the shariram, connected to the mind. There is no abhimana for that person. Therefore, tat prapya, whatever having gained, what shubham ashubham, shubhamba ashubhamba labdva, prapya is equal to labdva, labda to tva pratyaya, prapya pra upasargika ap dhatoho lep pratyaya, prapya is equal to labdva, shubham prapya sukham prapya, ashubham prapya dukkam prapya. Kim bhavati tasya na abhinandati. There is no abhinandana. Na abhinandati. There is no abhinandanam. Na tushyati. Abhinandati is equal to na tushyati. It doesn't get elated. It doesn't get excited. It doesn't get overexcited. Na hrishyati. Abhinandati is equal to tushyati, which is equal to hrishyati. Na abhinandati. Therefore, na tushyati, na hrishyati. Shubham prapya. When he gains favorable things in life. Tadvateva ashubham prapya. Having attained unfavorable things in life. Na dveshti. Ityartaha. He doesn't have dvesha for that. He doesn't complain. See, when he gets unfavorable situation, he will not complain. He will accept. There is no complaint when unfavorable the situations come in life. Similarly, he doesn't become excited when things becomes favorable. Therefore, his mind has got samatvam. He has got samatvam with regard to the things, with regard to the situations. So, therefore, since his jnanam is steady, therefore, the things around, the peoples around will have least impact on that person. The person continues to be as he is, not allowing the situations to have say over him. Tasya prajna pratishtita iti. Tasya evam
तस्य एवं
एवं
harsha vishada varjitasya.
हर्षविषादवर्जितस्य
Varjitasya means rahitasya. Varjitasya, patabeda is that, rahitasya also. Both are okay. Vivekaja prajna pratishtita bhavati.
विवेकजा प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता भवति
Tasya evam. Tasya harsha vishada varjitasya. The one who is free from harsha. Harsha is santosha, harsh dhatu. Harsha, vishada is dukkam. So one referring to the person, varjitaha, varjitasya, the one who is free from harsha and vishada. Tasya prajna, and the prajna is born of vivekaja. Vivekaja prajna. Atmanatma vivekaja prajna. The vivek, that prajna, that jnanam, that wisdom, which is born of the viveka. So, if viveka, if this prajna born of viveka is there, then the response of the person, the muni, the jnani, will be objective. It will be objective response to the situation. Responding objectively to situation. There is no subjectivity. Only when subjectivity is there, then a situation can be said to be favorable or a situation can said to be unfavorable. Only when subjectivity is there. When the person is highly objective, he will not label the situation, the conditions as Shubham or Ashubham. Maranam is as Shubham as Jananam. For that person, Maranam is as Shubham as Ashubham. Because he has that Jnanam. He has a Jnanam that nothing comes and goes. What really comes and goes is only this Anatma. Anatma only Agama Payinaha. They only seem to come and seem to go, but Atma continues to be. So, therefore, because of this objectivity, therefore the Sukham also, which comes and which goes, it is not going to be forever because it is also connected to Anatma only. Labeling the experiences with regard to the Anatma as favorable is Sukham, unfavorable is Dukkham. So both are transient. It is only the labeling of the experiences. So it doesn't label any experience as Sukha Anubhava or Dukkha Anubhava. So he has got complete objectivity because of Jnanam. So therefore, Tasya Prajna Pratishtita. And this Jnanam, this is objectivity. This Jnanam, its objectivity, that becomes the sadhana. That becomes a sadhana for a sadhaka. In the Karma Yoga, we saw the Karma Yoga, Sukha Dukkhe Samau Krutva Labha Labho Jaya Jayo. Similarly, Samatvam Yoga Uchyate. There also we saw Samatvam Yoga Uchyate. Yogastha Kuru Karmani Sangam Tyaktva Dhananjaya. Siddhya Siddhyo Samo Bhutva. Siddhihi Asiddhihi Bhutva. Samaha Bhutva. So that is Karma Yoga. That is Karma Yoga. That is a sadhanam for a Karma Yogi. Now that you see that very spontaneously in the behavior, in the action of the Jnani. So that becomes the sadhana for a sadhaka. So the sadhanam for a sadhaka is the spontaneous, the nature or the behavior of the Siddha, the Munihi. What is prescribed as the Karma Yoga sadhanam that you see very spontaneously in the Jnani. So, therefore, Therefore, to have this jnanam, this prajna, well established, this should be this should be the approach of the person. Since everything is within the order of Ishvara, everything is Ishvara's order. Therefore, whatever comes in life, that is taken as Ishvara Prasada. That is taken as Ishvara Prasada. It is a blessing of Ishvara. Since everything is Prasada, so therefore, the Dukkham, if at all the Anubhava is labeled as Dukkham, that is also a Prasada. Sukham also is Prasada. Everything is Prasada. Therefore, with reference to the Prasada, the blessing, there is no Abhinandanam or there is no Dvesha. There is no Dvesha because everything is a blessing. Even the unfavorable things also a blessing, a form of blessing. Unfavorable situations in life also is a form of blessing, is also a blessing from the Lord. Therefore, na dveshti, na abhinandati. Iti. So this becomes a sadhana for the sadhaka. So far in all these shlokas, starting from the 55, 56, 57, the traits of a jnani has been said. Now in the next shloka, as a sadhanam, the sadhanam is prescribed. The sadhanam is very specifically, it is prescribed for a sadhaka. And that you see very spontaneously in the jnani. We will read. Bhashyakara just, it says kincha, moreover. It doesn't say further as connecting Bhashyam because the topic being Chitta Prajna. Therefore, he said kincha. Just says kincha. Kincha.
Kincha.
Yada samharate chayam.
Yada samharate chayam.
Purmonganiva sarvashah.
Purmonganiva sarvashah.
Indriyanindriyarthebhyah.
Indriyanindriyarthebhyah.
Tasya prajna pratisthita.
Tasya prajna pratishtha.
When the Bhashyakara says kincha, it means the topic is same. Whenever you see the word kincha, means that kincha is moreover. That is the same topic is discussed. The same topic is discussed. So, in the previous shlokas, Sataprajna Lakshanas were mentioned. Sataprajna Lakshanas, the Sataprajna Lakshanas becomes the sadhana for the sadhaka. The Prajna Lakshanas, the Lakshana, the traits of the Sataprajna becomes the sadhana for the sadhaka. What we saw in the sadhana chatushtaya sampatti, shamaha, damaha, uparatiki, titiksha, samadhanam, all those traits, that becomes the sadhanam for the sadhaka. The sadhaka has to cultivate that. So, therefore, in this shloka 58 shloka, Bhagavan Krishna talks about the Indriya Nigraha. He just mentions the importance of the Indriya Nigraha. One needs to have the Indriya Nigraha, the mastery over the sense organs. That is an important sadhanam for a sadhaka. That is an important sadhanam. One of the important qualification what we saw in the sadhana chatushtaya sampatti. Damaha. Damaha which is important. And Bhagavan Krishna gives an example. Yata kurmaha. Kurmaha means tortoise. Yada kurmaha samharate angani. Yata kurmaha samharate angani. Tata indriyani indriyartebhyaha यः करोति तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता इति. That is, the this yada samharate. Yada is when. Samharate is samyak harate, withdraws. I am referring to yada. I am referring to the purushaha, the person. I am referring to the purusha, the person. Ayam purushaha yada samharate. What angani? Angani referring to the anga, the limbs. Angani. Sarvashaha. Sarvashaha means from all directions. Yada sarvashaha indriyani ayam purushaha samharate. Yada samharate. I am referring to the sadhaka. Here the example is kurmaha. Yada kurmaha sarvashaha angani samharate. Tadvat ayam, this purusha, ayam purushaha indriyani samharate indriyartebhyaha. Indriyani is sense organs. Indriyanam artaha indriyartaha tebhyaha indriyartebhyaha, from sense objects. Indriya artha is sense objects, indriyani is sense organs. Yada kurmaha sarvashaha angani samharate tadvat ayam purushaha indriyartebhyaha indriyani samharate. As the tortoise withdraws his angas, from all directions, similarly, this person who withdraws his indriyas from the indriya artha, the sense objects, that person who has this quality, quality called dhamma, is prajna, is pratishtita, is jnanam, is pratishtita iti. So this shloka prescribes a sadhanam for a sadhaka. Whose prajna will be pratishtita? The one who has got total mastery over the sense organs. His prajna will be pratishtita iti. So, directly, instead of saying directly the Sitaprajya Lakshanam, here Bhagavan Krishna, he says, here it prescribes the sadhanam for a sadhaka. Here it prescribes directly the sadhanam, instead of specifying, instead of prescribing the sadhanam through the lakshanas of Sitaprajna. In this shloka, Bhagavan Krishna, he directly specifies the sadhanam for the sadhaka. So, therefore, this is naturally a lakshana which will be seen in the Sitaprajna. In the Sitaprajna, this is a natural trait. It's available as a natural trait in that jnani. But the focus is on Dhamma. So, Bhagavan Krishna prescribes the sadhanam called Dhamma. Dhamma for the gaining of this Sitaprajnatvam. So, the importance of sadhana of Dhamma, it is shown for the gaining of Sitaprajna, the wisdom. So, therefore, for Sitaprajna, Dhamma is important. So, that is the focus here. That is That is the importance. Now we will read the Bhashyam. In the Sataprajna Lakshana Shloka, the Sataprajna Lakshana starting from the 55 onwards, either the Lakshanam of the Jnani is prescribed or is told, Lakshanam of the Jnani is told, or the prescription of Sadhanam for a Sadhaka is told directly. So, in two ways it is told. Either directly the sadhanams are prescribed, or indirectly through the Lakshanam of Siddha Prajna. In two ways it is shown. So, here in what way it is shown? It is shown directly. The sadhanams are shown or prescribed directly to the sadhaka. Yada samharate iti
यदा संहरते इति
samyak यदा संहरते
यदा
यदा संहरते
सम्यक् उपसंहरते
सम्यक् उपसंहरते
च अयम्
अयम्
ज्ञाननिष्ठायां प्रवृत्तः यतिः
ज्ञाननिष्ठायां प्रवृत्तः इति
कूर्मोऽङ्गानीव सर्वशः
कूर्मोऽङ्गानीव सर्वशः
यथा कूर्मः
यथा कूर्मः
भयात् स्व अङ्गानि
भयात् अङ्गानि
भयात् स्वानि अङ्गानि इति स्वानि अङ्गानि
भयात् स्वानि अङ्गानि
because swani angani is not swa angani, swani angani, swangani also you can say if it is a samasa, but here swani angani upasamharate sarvatah evam jnana nishtah इंद्रियाणि इंद्रियार्थेभ्यः सर्व विषयेभ्यः उपसंहरते यदा यदा means when the person follows this sadhana. So yada samharate, when the sadhaka follows this sadhana is dhamma. So when the sadhaka practices this, the mastery over this sense organ, yada samharate, samyak upasamharate, well, upasamharate, withdraws, samyak, completely. The sam upasarga as the meaning totally, completely here. Samyak upasamharate, samharate. Completely. Completely. There is no left out. There is no shesha. All the organs are completely withdrawn. So, samyak upasamharate cha ayam ज्ञाननिष्ठायां प्रवृत्तः यतिः ज्ञाननिष्ठायां प्रवृत्तः, the one who is pravrittah, who is engaged in what? In jnananishta. In this jnananishta, in this pursuit of jnanam, taha yatihi. Yatihi. Who is yatihi? Yatate iti yatihi. The one who strives is called yatihi. Strives for what? Not that everybody is called yatihi. Mokshaya yatate. Mokshaya cheshtate iti yatihi. The one who strives for moksha. That person is yatihi. So, yatihi. Yatate, yatete, yatante. So, this yatihi, the word is derived from by adding the unadi pratyaya, in pratyaya. So, yatihi. The vyutpatti is yatate. mokshaya yatate. Cheshtate iti yatihi. The one who strives for moksha. Dhatu is yat dhatu. Yat means to strive. Yat with in pratyaya. So you get yatihi. That means a person who is committed to this lifestyle of Shravana Manana Nididhyasanam. So yatihi. Another meaning of the word yatihi is sannyasi. Yatihi means sannyasi because he is a person who is completely committed to the lifestyle of Shravana Manana Nididhyasam. There is no other job for the sannyasi. Sannyasi is supposed to engage completely only in Shastra Shravanam Mananam Nididhyasanam. There is no other karma, there is no other thing prescribed for a sannyasi. He is a sannyasi. If a sannyasi is engaged in any other work, in any other karma, even if it is a purtaka, even if it is a social work, reaching out action, that is not the karma. That is not the thing which is prescribed for a sannyasi. A sannyasi should be engaged only in Shastra Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam, or Shastra Adhyapanam. He can teach. That is the only specific karma for a sannyasi. Sannyasi is not supposed to engage in any mundane matters, not connected with any mundane matters. That is why a lot of shastrams are there, and he has got the whole time available with him. Therefore, he and his shastra. There's nothing else for him. So it is a very closed circle. In the morning, he studies shastram. He does Shravana Manana Nididhyasanam. In the afternoon, he does that. Night also, he does that. 24/7, only this. Therefore, Jnana Nishtha. It is not 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the afternoon, 1 hour in the evening. It is 24/7, always immersed in the thoughts of the Shastra. Therefore, you can imagine how much pakvata is required, how much pakvata, the maturity, the preparedness is required to be a sannyasi. It is not a joke. Naturally, the mind will be attracted towards other activities, even in the name of welfare activities. But a sannyasi is not supposed to engage in any other activity also. If at all, if a person is engaged in activity, then the person is preparing to be a sannyasi. Sannyasis also do karma yoga. As a sadhana, they do karma yoga, not for the sake of doing karma, but for the sake of preparing oneself to be completely involved in this study of Shastra. For Jnana Nishtha, they do. But particular lifestyle is taken by them. So that is why Bhashyakara, whenever he gets chance, he will say sannyasi, sannyasi. When it comes to Jnana Nishtha, it is only a sannyasi. That attitude, that the mental attitude, what the person has, enjoys. That is important. That is the sannyasi. Whether the person leads the life of a sannyasa or not, but if the person has that complete disposition of the mind towards the shastra, then is a yatihi, is a sannyasi. Therefore, only jnana nishtha. Jnana nishtha can happen only when the person is completely committed to the pursuit of this jnanam. Jnana nishtayam pravrittaha. So, jnana nishtayam pravrittaha means he is not established in jnana. He is engaged in that pursuit to gain jnana nishtha. He is not a jnana nishtha. Jnana nishtayam pravrittaha means he is after this jnana nishtha. He is on the way to gain this jnana nishtha. Therefore, for him, this damaha is important. Jnana nishtayam pravrittaha tasya yaha yatihi kurmongani iva कूर्मोऽङ्गानि इव सर्वशः. कूर्मः अङ्गानि. कूर्मा is यथा कूर्मः अङ्गानि संहरते. The kurma, the tortoise, it withdraws its limbs, angani. How many angas a kurma has got? Kurma has got 5 limbs and head. So when this head and 5 limbs, that is therefore 5 plus 1, 6. 5 plus 1, 6. So when any external, when it senses any external danger, then it withdraws. So the withdrawing the organs, withdrawing the head and its limbs is because of the fear. Bayat. Kurmaha bayat swani angani swa shiraha api samharate. It withdraws his head also and all the limbs. And his limbs are in different directions. Therefore, sarvashaha. Not all the limbs are in one direction. It is facing different direction. So therefore, yatha kurmaha bayat swani angani upasamharati, withdraws his limbs from sarvashaha, sarvata with all directions. Why does it withdraw? Because of fear. Bayat. The bayam is there. Because of the threat, the fear. So there is a survival threat, therefore it withdraws. Like that jnani. Jnani doesn't have survival threat. Here the example is only for the withdrawal of limbs, not the cause for the withdrawal of limbs. The cause for the withdrawal of limbs for kurma is bhaya, but jnani is not that for bhaya. Out of bhaya, jnani doesn't withdraw. Out of viveka, the jnani withdraws. There is a difference. Out of viveka, this going to be jnani, the one who is engaged in this jnana nishtayam pravrittaha, is a sadhaka. As a sadhaka, the one who is engaged in this jnana nishta, he withdraws his limbs, it withdraws his indriyas, indriyartebhyaha, indriyani indriyartebhyaha, not out of fear, out of viveka. He knows these sense organs. Paranchikani vetanat swayambhuhu, parang pashyati nantaratman. These sense organs are naturally extrovert. He knows very well. Therefore, since the sense organs are naturally extrovert, if we allow the sense organs to go after that, then he will not be able to engage in this pursuit of jnana nishtha. That will become a great pratibandha, he knows. So therefore he withdraws, not out of fear. It is born of jnanam, and he has got a commitment. The goal is that. Goal is moksha. Therefore, sarva vishayebhyaha, sarva indriyarthebhyaha, indriyani samharate. Indriyani samharate. Therefore, sarva vishayebhyaha upasamharate. Therefore, evam jnana nishtaha. Jnana nishtaha referring to that person now. Evam jnana nishtaha. Jnana nishtaha is a bahuvrigi samasa. Jnana nishta is a word. Commitment in jnanam, the pursuit of jnanam. That is jnana nishta, a particular lifestyle. The lifestyle of the pursuit of jnanam. Jnana nishtaha, pullinga. When the linga is changed, it is bahuvrigi samasa. Jnane nishta yasya saha, the one who is committed to this pursuit of jnanam, referring to that person, jnana nishtaha, the commitment. So here, since he is a jnana nishtayam pravrittaha, therefore jnana nishtaha is the one who is committed to this jnanam, that is the sadhaka. The sadhaka upasamharate, tada vishayebhyaha upasamharate, indriyani indriyartebhyaha, then tasya prajna pratishtita. Then his prajna will become pratishtita. Iti. Tasya prajna pratishtita.
तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता
इति उक्तार्थं वाक्यम्
इति उक्तार्थं वाक्यम्
उक्तः अर्थः वाक्येन पूर्वमेव तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता already has been said. Iti uktartham vakyam. This meaning has been already explained in the previous shloka. Therefore, his prajna is pratishtita, who has got mastery over his sense organs. It means the one who has dhamma, his prajna will be pratishtita. So does it mean dhamma alone is enough? Dhamma means, dhamma we have to say dhamma with nididhyasanam. The person is doing Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam, and he also has Dhamma. Is Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampannaha, therefore, Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasanena, his Prajna has become Pratishtitam, well established. Iti. Dhamma is, as a sadhana, is important for Nididhyasana. So the person must have Dhamma. Without Dhamma, there is no Nididhyasanam possible. So, Dhamma, when we say Dhamma, when Dhamma is there, then the Jnanam, the Nishtha will be steady. When we say Dhamma means along with Nididhyasanam. Nididhyasanam is understood. Without Nididhyasanam, only Dhamma is there. Then Kurma also will become a Jnani. So that's a problem. So when we say Dhamma as a sadhana, Dhamma as the sadhana, the person as that sadhanam, and now is doing Shravana Manana Nididhyasanam, then his Jnanam, his Prajna will be Pratishtitam iti. Then the next shloka for which the Sangati is given, we can read. Tatra Vishayan Anaharataha Atuhu Asya Api
asya api
Indriyani Nivartante
Indriyani nivartante
Urmongani Iva Samhriyante
Urmongani iva samhriyate
Natu Tad Vishayaha Ragaha
Natu
tadvishayah ragah
Sakatam Samhriyate iti Uchyate.
sakatham
samhriyate
tham
uchyate
samhriyate iti uchyate
Vishaya Vinivartante
vishaya vinivartante
Niraharasya Dehinaha
Niraharasya
dehinah
Rasavarjam Rasopyasya
Rasavarjana sopasya
Param Drishtva Nivartate.
Param
param
nivartate.
So, Tatra, Putra, Tatra is referring to this Tatra, that is Vishaya Saptami, with regard to this sadhana, Vishaya Saptami. Tatra, with regard to this matter, with regard to this sadhana. Referring, the previous shloka was talking about the sadhana required on the part of the sadhaka. So, with regard to that sadhana, Tatra, referring to that sadhana Vishaye, Vishayan Anaharataha. Vishayan means Indriya Vishaya, the objects. Anaharataha. What is Anaharataha? Na Aharataha Anaharataha. What is Aharataha? Aharataha. Aharat is a Pratipadika. Aharan, Aharantau, Aharantaha, Aharantam, Aharantau, Aharataha. So, Aharataha is Tritya Bhagavachanam? No, it is Shashti Vibhakti Bhagavachanam. We know Marut Shabda 235161, the form are same. Aharataha referring to, Aharataha is Shashti Vibhakti, Na Aharataha Anaharataha, that is Nanj Samasa. Nanj Samasa. Ahara means what? Hrudatu. Ahara also comes from that only. Ahara. Ahara is the food that which is for consuming, which is available for consumption. That is ahara, the food. Aharataha is referring to the person who consumes vishayan, the objects. Anaharataha means the person who doesn't consume vishayan. Opposite, nansh samasa. Anaharataha, not consuming the objects, not consuming the objects by that person, referring to that person. Who is that person? Atuhu. Atuhu means the Vyadita Purushaha. Atuhu means a sick person. A Vyadita Purushaha also doesn't consume sense objects. Why? He cannot. He is not able to. Because he is sick. A sick person doesn't have any liking for even tasty food. Even for that very, very pleasant, delicious food, it doesn't have any it doesn't have any taste for that, raga for it. Why? Because he's not well, he's a sick person. The food what he liked before he became sick, now he doesn't like. So even for a sick person, the Vishayas become detestable now. So even a sick person doesn't consume objects. Yes. There are two types. There are the two types of people not consuming objects. One type of people is not consuming objects is out of dislike. Doesn't like, therefore he doesn't consume. Another person is he cannot because he cannot consume, therefore he doesn't consume. A sick person doesn't consume. A person who doesn't like, he also doesn't consume. Here, the person likes those objects, but because he is sick, therefore he is not able to enjoy those objects. Therefore, Vishayan anaharataha tasya kaha atuhu, sick person. Indriyani nivartante, the indriyas withdraw even for the sick person. So does it mean the Sthitaprajna is a sick person? No. The sick person, a person having fever, naturally will not have the sense of taste. He doesn't want to eat. He has withdrawn his jigvendriya. He doesn't have the sense of smell. Doesn't mean he has withdrawn his indriya. No. He cannot. Is not able to. Therefore, kurmaha angani iva samhriyate, to say he has withdrawn his sense organs like the tortoise, it is not correct. Like a tortoise withdraws his limbs, tadvat, this atuhu, this vyadita purusha also has withdrawn his indriyas from the vishayas, to say it is not correct. Why? Because the person is sick. The person is sick, therefore indriyas cannot go towards indriya vishaya. Therefore, natu tad vishayaha ragaha. Natu tad vishayaha ragaha. The indriyas of the person doesn't go, the indriyas of the sick person doesn't go towards the sense object. Not because he has got dhamma. It's because he doesn't have liking for it. He doesn't have liking for it because he is sick. Natu tad vishayaha ragaha. Iti. Saha katam samhriyate iti uchyate. The next sloka that we will see. We will see that in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।
धन्यवाद गुरुजी।
धन्यवाद गुरुजी।
धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद अक्षरन जी।
धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद।